Hi kids, in today's video we are going to learn noun types. In our previous videos we learned about noun with its basic definition that it is a word or a naming word that shows the name of a person, place, animal or anything. So in its simpler manner we can say noun is a word that shows the name, person, place or thing. Noun has different types. In this topic, we are going to cover the common types of nouns, starting with the countable nouns and uncountable nouns. You can also call it its categories. So the first two common categories or types of noun are countable and uncountable nouns. So kids, as the name or the title implies, it's very simple to understand what is the meaning of countable, that you can count, and uncountable, that is not countable, that you cannot count. Something abstract. So let's start with countable nouns. Countable nouns are the names of things, people, etc., which we can count. For example, cars, camels, tables, birds. These are all the things that can be counted. You can count cars, how many cars are there? You can count some animals, you can count some tables or objects of furniture in your home. So countable nouns are all the nouns that illustrate or shows the number of something, and it is countable. Second category is uncountable, that you cannot count simply, such as water cannot be counted but measured. Gas cannot be counted. Beauty cannot be counted. So countable nouns are all the nouns that can be counted. Uncountable ones are all the abstract things or qualities or adjectives that can be seen but not counted, that can be felt but not counted, that can be expressed but not counted. So first two categories have been learned today are countable and uncountable noun. Let's look at what this exercise says. It says classify the given words into countable and uncountable nouns. Now we have been given two boxes and we are supposed to put these words or nouns according to the categories we learned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight countable nouns with yellow and uncountable nouns with green. So let's start. The first is wrestler. Yes, we can count the wrestler. How many wrestlers are in the ring? 4, 5, 3, 2. So wrestler is a countable noun. So we need to highlight it with the color yellow. Second, horse rider. A person who is riding a horse. We can count a person. Yes, it's a countable noun. Swordsman. A person carrying a sword. Maybe a warrior or a fighter. We can count how many warriors or swordsmen are there in the war. Then war. How many wars have been done? How many fights have been done? You can count the wars. Yes, it's countable. Next is poor. It's a quality or adjective. You cannot count poverty. You can measure it. You can keep a record of it, but you cannot count exactly on your fingers how poor. So it is uncountable. All the qualities, kind, uncountable. Love, uncountable. People, countable. It's already written in plural, it means there are more than one. So we can count them. Fire, uncountable. Problem. I have two problems. I have one problem. I have a great problem. I have a one big problem. I have 5 problems at the moment. You can count the problem. So, in this way we have learned that all the yellow colors show all the words or the nouns that are countable, such as wrestler, horse rider, swordsman, war, people, and problem. Whereas all the nouns, the rest of the nouns, they show quality or an adjective. They are not countable yet to be measured to some extent, such as poor, kind, love, fire. We say he is so kind with me. So how much? To what extent he is kind? He loves me a lot. A lot means how much? You cannot count. So the first two important categories we learned of noun, countable and uncountable. Let's move ahead. Next two we have concrete noun and abstract noun. This is just the same thing. Concrete means tangible, something very in front of you that you can see, touch or feel. At the same time, you can see it, touch it or feel it. These are all the concrete nouns such as table, stone, book, football. To some extent, the concrete nouns are also countable, whereas abstract nouns are regarded as uncountable, that you cannot touch. Examples are beauty, truth, anger, fear. You can feel them, but you cannot touch them. Now we have the same exercise again. We have been given certain words and we are supposed to put them accordingly. So let's find concrete nouns first. River. We can see, touch or feel it. It's concrete. So we need to put it over here. Then these are all abstract. Book is a concrete noun. Then shyness, friendliness, picture, concrete noun. Then sadness, picture, pool, concrete nouns. Sea also concrete. So all these are the concrete nouns. Let's move to the abstract ones. First one is love, happy, rainbow, shyness, friendliness, sadness, illness. So kids, we have just looked at these words and distribute them accordingly as per the concepts we learned. Concrete nouns, you can see these are all the countable ones. You can see, touch them, feel them. You can, these are all tangible. So these are all countable also. How many rivers are there? How many books are there on the shelf? How many pictures have you seen? How many pictures about there on the table? So these are all the things that are concrete in front of you. You can give them the evidence, whereas the abstract nouns are all the qualities and uncountable things. Love, you cannot prove that there was love. You cannot prove that there was happiness, illness, sadness, kindness, shyness, friendliness. These are all the nouns that are abstract, that can only be felt or expressed to some extent but cannot be touched or seen. So, in today's video, we'll learn two important categories. First one, countable and uncountable nouns. Second one is concrete and abstract nouns, or you can call them types. So we learned four types in today's lesson. First one, countable noun, uncountable noun, concrete noun, and abstract noun. I hope this video was more knowledgeable for you. I'll be back with some more videos based on these grammar. Till then, take care of yourselves. Bye.